Hi.
Hi, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Happy Friday.
Same to you.
It's a bit like that, isn't it?
Absolutely. Definitely this way.
I've been battling with the flu all week, so I'm still slightly struggling. Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Time of year for it though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's everywhere at the moment. Okay, so I presume you saw my email I sent in after our meeting, yeah?
Yep, I've got it here.
Cool. So we just wanted to get a little bit more information, I guess, so then we can really formulate an informed proposal back to you on how to move forward.
Yep.
Rather than rushing in. So we may as well just go through these questions if that's all right. That might be the easiest way, and then maybe cover off any questions that you might have or things you might have thought of in the meantime.
Yep.
So what would the top 3 property management CRMs that officers are using?
Property Money is probably the biggest one, I'd say.
Yep.
You've got quite a few left on console because they're the only ones that offer holiday rentals. We do have a few with holiday rentals, so
Yep.
they're limited with programs that they can use. Couple on Property Tree, a couple on Rest, so it's really quite varied across the network.
Yeah, but majority would be Property Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you think with Console on the cloud that those officers will be able to move to Console on the cloud?
No, because it doesn't offer the holiday program.
Right, okay.
So unfortunately, they're sort of stuck. I know that I think it's Agent Plus are looking at building holiday rentals into their cloud-based.
Yep.
So if they do that, they'll certainly be the preference going forward.
Okay. And do any of the officers that I'm not sure whether you've noticed or not, but use third-party payment software to facilitate like direct debits or anything like that at the moment?
Generally, their banks are the ones that are doing their direct debits, but I think there are a couple of iPay Rent that utilise iPay Rent.
Yeah.
But minimal. A lot of them are still doing direct payments into the trust account.
Yes, okay. Because we currently integrate with Payment Gateway or Bambora. So that's why I thought let's double check that. And do you have any third-party insurance providers that you currently are using that would need to be integrated with?
In terms of landlord insurance, ABM are our preferred supplier.
Yep.
But I'm not sure that they integrate.
Like what about for tenants, like for contents insurance?
No.
Okay, that's all right. And I was keen to just understand a little bit more about the bond financing product that you spoke about. I did try to find some information out from Compare and Connect, but I couldn't really get anywhere. So
I'm not hugely across that. It's probably something that I'll have to get Charlotte to give you some more information on.
Okay.
She's had to go to a meeting with one of our franchises, so unfortunately she was unable to make it.
That's all right. Is it a live product or is it not live yet?
I believe that it is live, yeah.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so what are the current pain points that in your mind for property managers and also yourself at corporate around the leasing process that you'd be looking to solve?
It's just timeliness. It's, in this market, they really need to be on top of their applications and getting onto them straight away. Manual applications, you can lose a tenant before you even touch it.
Yeah, Yeah.
So it's timeliness, and I think that that's probably across the industry. We're not alone in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and probably return phone calls of references and things like that.
Yeah. If the property manager had the complete reference, so everything was completed along with a rental ledger, would they still need to contact by phone, or would that be, if they had literally all of the information answered and the rental ledger included, does that kind of remove that requirement for the phone call?
Yes, it would. Yes, provided that there's information there. Look, they may read between the lines of the information that's being provided to them, because property managers have to be careful in terms of
What they
less
say.
desirable tenants.
Yeah.
But in the instance of a brilliant tenant, yeah, it should save those phone calls.
Okay. And what are the key things that you would want, out of an online management system like we're discussing, and the proposed rollout milestones in your head for success?
To alleviate their pain point of
Yeah,
the
okay.
timeliness. So, the simple fact that it is automated, and it can come in overnight. They get an application from a 4 o'clock open for inspection,
Yeah.
provided there's people available. But you do an open for inspection, and the next morning you've got a final inspection with an owner. You can walk into the office, and the application's essentially being processed for you before
Yeah.
you've done anything. So
Yeah.
that's
Okay. Now, you mentioned July 1 was when you wanted the app and everything and everything up and running. Is that still the date? Is that for success from your app's perspective, or how is that looking at the moment?
I think that's more just a desirable thing because it's been so drawn out from what I understand.
Yeah.
The sooner the better, but I don't think that that's make or break.
Okay. No worries. So lastly, from a financial perspective, what do you think is like a win for you guys as far as how you would like to see the cost of the system presented to you? Is that a true enterprise solution where you have access to all the data and you guys are paying for it at head office and then on charging officers, or is it you guys have really limited access to that top line data and integration control, but the officers pay directly? Like, what's more beneficial to you, having that single sign-on membership within the site with complete control and capturing the data, or is money more important and the office has to pay type thing?
I think from an opt-in approach, I think we're going to get a better response from the officers if they're responsible for paying.
Yep.
We don't currently have access to their property management data because it's not part of their franchise fees.
Yep.
So I think I'll chat further with Anna and Charlotte about it, but I would say that it needs to be at the office level rather than the corporate level.
Yep. Unless there was a upside, I'm guessing, for head office.
Correct.
Reading between the lines. No worries. Your agreement with Compare and Connect now, if we were able to deliver you a better line of, and I'm not saying we can, but if we were able to deliver a better line of comms to corporate and the offices around, and it would still be, say, a white labelled solution, so there wouldn't be any brand changes, is that something that you would think would be a success on your side?
I'm not in a position to answer that. That's probably more an Anna and Charlotte thing.
Yep.
I've only joined the company in the last month, so.
Oh, right, okay, no worries. That's okay. And what do you think, we spoke around the price point of around about $90 an office.
Yep.
I mean, in your mind, I know you've only been there a month, but what do you think the take-up would be if we can obviously prove out efficiencies with massive time savings as well as an increase in revenue for the office from a connections perspective? What do you think the take-up would be?
I think you've got a really good chance because it's the amount of wages that the officers would be saving in processing those applications manually. I mean, you think about the amount of time that is wasted
Yeah.
trying to get a hold of these people, let alone actually getting in contact with them.
Yeah.
It's lost revenue, and you're increasing vacancy from the landlord perspective. So it's a win-win for the office, but also too for the client.
Yeah.
And it improves the tenant experience.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win across the whole board.
Okay. I had a phone call from an office this morning because we obviously deployed our new reference portal a few weeks ago. And she said the reference portal alone is now saving on average 30 minutes an application.
Exactly.
So, 10 applications in a day, that's 5 hours of labour gone.
Yeah.
So,
look, I do have a property management background, so I've been the person processing those applications, and it's just, it's such a lost time. Where I used to work, they had people employed just to process applications.
yeah.
And you're constantly chasing your tail. So, it's a phenomenal way to process applications.
Yeah. Okay. All right. No worries. Now, so if you guys did proceed, you were, I think Charlotte or yourself might have mentioned that you'd want us to present to, property management group and do some training and so forth. So would that be, just step me through how that would work, would that be, you present it to the officers and they say, well, yep, these 20 want to sign on to TenApp, so they all come in, or are you wanting it to be presented to literally everybody in the group?
Everybody to the group.
Everybody, yep. No worries. So that's obviously to do with getting them on board and interested as well.
Correct. And creating that buzz around it as well. I mean, the success rate would be absolutely much higher if there's a buzz in the room about it, and a group of managers, property managers, talking about how much easier their life's going to be.
Yes. Yeah, correct. Yeah, absolutely. And so just some stats here for me. The number of officers that currently are doing resi rents.
Most of them are doing resi rents. I had a look at the stats, and look, it's quite broad in terms of the numbers that they manage. Like, we've got one office with over 900, another one with 864.
Yeah.
Down to one office that have just started their rent roll of 31.
Right, okay.
So you've probably got three segments in terms of number managed. You've probably got some in the ballpark of up to 200, then you jump up to 500, and then you jump up to 900.
Yeah, okay. And how many officers actually currently are in the group that do rentals? Is it about 60 or 70?
Pardon?
About 60 or 70? Does that sound about
Probably
right?
closer to 50.
About 50, yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. Okay. Any idea on the number of utility connections that on average they're doing per month?
No, that's already no.
That's right.
I can find out for you, no drama.
Just be interested to see that stat. Okay, I think that's about it really.
Cool.
All right, awesome. So I'll just kind of digest all of this stuff. I might give Anna a quick call about the couple of questions around connections and bond.
Yep.
And then we'll be able to come back to you.
Press on from there. Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Thank you very much for your time, Amy. Really appreciate you coming on the call.
Have a lovely weekend.
You too. Take care. Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Bye.